gonna show y'all how I do my curly overnight blowout for very thick hair. This is if you have a lot of hair on your head. I essentially follow the same pattern as Yesenia y Pelito, except I chin it out a bit more. So 3 on the top. As you can see, this is the first one in the very front. Want to remember that you want to put the roller and roll it in the direction that you want the most volume. So because I want my hair to fall forward and frame my face, I put the roller on the bottom of my section and roll down. I always do product, brush, and then roll. I like to use styling powder on my roots because my hair gets really oily, and that's just what works best for me. So for the next 2 top sections, you're putting the roller behind your hair and rolling it away from your face. And that's what's gonna give you that lift at the crown of the head. So I separate the crown into 2 sections because again, I have a lot of hair, and also I don't want just volume, I want a curl too. The more rollers that I use and the tighter that I make it, the more likely the curl is going to hold throughout the day. To secure the rods, you just wanna bend them in the opposite way that you rolled it. I do section out the sides for volume, and then I split them into 2. If this seems like a lot, girl, it's because it is. It takes me around like 20 minutes to do my full head. But number 1, I don't like to put heat to my hair anyways because it ends up falling out throughout the day. Like, I'm not playing. When I curl it, it probably only lasts like an hour and a half at most. Part of it is because my hair is long, so it's obviously super heavy, but another reason is because I have 1C curl type, which is not curly at all, very straight. My hair strands are pretty coarse, so it's damn near curl resistant. And I'm super grateful that I have straight hair naturally, but I would be lying if I said that I haven't considered getting a perm, because curling your hair is just so fun and so cutesy girly, you know? So this is where my technique gets a little bit different than most of the overnight blowouts. I also use this curling rod. If you're counting, this is now 3 different types of silk rods that I use. The technique that you see here is the 2-strand technique, where you're using 2 sections of hair and interchangeably curling them around the rod. It looks like braiding. It's very similar to braiding, except you're not braiding in the rod. You are bending your hair around the rod. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. I can do a more in-depth dive. But I noticed a lot of you other girlies don't your hair tight enough on that rod, and that's why it ends up falling out overnight. Typically, will probably end up falling out if you have layers, but that's why I always go in with 2 scrunchies rather than just 1, to make sure that the hair is secure all the way up and to ensure that it doesn't end up falling out later on at night. And of course, you have to go in with the bonnet. It prevents frizziness and keeps everything together. Now, when I undo them, I curl them in the direction I want them to fall in. With the back pieces, it doesn't really matter as much which direction you choose, but the front pieces do. You want them to fall in the direction of your face. And this is all gonna fall out eventually, especially the bottom. That's why I put them in the tighter rod, but it'll keep the volume and it'll somewhat keep the shape. But she's cute. Let me know if you guys try.